Yeah, hello and welcome to another quick update about AVAX. AVAX continues to be in this descending wedge down here. This is an opportunity, absolutely. You know, if we have a breakout pattern like that, which is clearly defined or quite clearly defined, these are potential trade setups. I still think that we are here in problematic areas for AVAX in general. The reason is we did drop below that 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level, and other than most, or in contrast to most other cryptocurrencies, AVAX is making here lower lows currently. Yeah, so most coins are still above the 12th of May low. AVAX isn't. And I just made a BNB update, and BNB is like 40% higher currently than the low of the 12th of May. That would be a price here above $31 for AVAX. Now it is at 23. And this is just a reason for concern. And also in general, the overall chart structure doesn't really give me a lot of confidence. I did explain that in previous videos, but leaving that aside, we are still here holding at the moment at least, yeah. And we are in a descending wedge, which is a potential breakout pattern to the upside. But in general, I did say that before, there are other charts which give me much more confidence at the moment. Leaving aside all fundamentals, I think we've learned that fundamentals don't really make prices. Yeah, it is more about the technical side of things. It is about market sentiment. It's fear and greed. Someone asked me in the last video, because I raised my concerns about this chart, and he said, yeah, but do you know about the Luna issue and AVAX and how it was all related? And yeah, but it doesn't make a difference technically, because the price has dropped now significantly from the high of the wave X here to where we are now. And this was a significant price drop of around, yeah, nearly 80%. And to really get into a potential breakout formation, and that we can talk about sustainable moves to the upside, unfortunately, and these are just the rules of TA, to do it, to get back into an uptrend, you need to make a higher high. And to make a higher high, AVAX would need to get back to $103 to get back into an uptrend, which doesn't mean we couldn't see some short-term upside here, but really only as soon as $103 are broken, we can talk about a new uptrend. So this is massive, and I explained that in the previous video. This is like a more than 360% upside for AVAX that is required. There are just some other coins which just look much better, yeah, which just look much better and which don't have to make such a superhuman effort to get back into an uptrend. Yeah, I just have to say that here, which doesn't mean AVAX couldn't do it. I'm just saying it will be much harder, okay? And everybody then needs to decide for themselves, you know, do you take the risk or not? Of course, you know, AVAX dropped massively. AVAX has done a massive retracement from the all-time high here of around 85%. Now, other coins have done the same. So we need to acknowledge that as well, but it is the structure here which is the issue, and that last swing high is just so much higher than where we are today. However, in the short term, we can see here this interesting breakout formation, this descending wedge. Now, there is no guarantee it will break to the upside, but if you spot a breakout here, that can really mean something. So if we break this this wedge pattern to the upside, we could see the price move from the breakout point to the beginning of the wedge. That would be normally the first price target for a wedge breakout. So let's say we do that maybe tomorrow at some point, yeah, and we go up here, we go higher, and we break out to the upside. That would also be a breakout above the 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level at $25. Then we could move to the beginning of the wedge, which is pretty much here a 50% increase, which would be also very close to the 78.6% Fib level at $39. So you would basically move here through the entire target area, which was the area where with the highest likelihood the price would get into after a breakout below $53. You know, the $53 level was for us at the time the level below which we can expect a massive price drop, and that happened. You know, at the $53 level, the original bullish scenario got invalidated, and you can see what it made with the price. You know, there was one last reaction, and that gave us hope here. But unfortunately, that dropped below 53 and moved straight away all the way to 22. So really want to highlight here the importance again of that descending wedge, which just is a breakout pattern. To the downside, if we break this to the downside, I think it takes us to $10. And at the moment, we need to say very clearly, we don't know in which direction it will break out, because it is a descending wedge, which means the overall downtrend is slowing down, and they would usually break out to the upside. And I gave you the price target for that, so you can observe the price for that. The problem is with AVAX that if Bitcoin really drops lower, I think AVAX will feel it as well, and the sentiment has shifted away from AVAX. You know, it's quite negative sentiment. You see that reflected in the price because we are below that 88.7% FIB level, and because we are not holding very well here at the moment. Any drop from Bitcoin will probably have a massively negative effect on AVAX as well. So really for AVAX, it would be important in the first instance to get back into this yellow target area, which is above the 88.7% FIB level of $25. Then to get back above the 78.6% FIB level as well, above 39. And then we can talk at least about some more significant moves all the way to $53, which is previous support. So it will be resistance, and only really above 53 we can go to 103. So there's a long way to go, and that is just sort of what I wanted to highlight in this video. There is just more risk with AVAX in my opinion, and more difficulty to get back into an uptrend compared to some of the other coins that I cover. Not saying it won't do it, but it just means more money needs to flow into AVAX for it to reverse to the upside, to get back into an area where the downside pressure is significantly reduced. And at the moment, you know, we just need to wait here for a breakout signal of that wedge, and that will take us in which direction the price in the next few days and weeks will go. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. See you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.